Before we dive into the latest drama on The View, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button if you're enjoying the content. As a woman of color, I've spent a significant portion of my life navigating the complexities of American society, and I wholeheartedly agree with Sunny Hostin's perspective. Racism and sexism are deeply ingrained in our nation's fabric, and it's a truth I've come to know all too well. On Monday, I found myself squaring off politically with my fellow panelist, Sunny Hostin, in our discussion on ABC's The View. The conversation heated up, but fortunately, the sage advice of our moderator, Whoopi Goldberg, helped cool things down. Hostin and Alyssa, Farah, Griffin were responding to a segment aired on Real Time with Bill Maher, which delved into the factors that led President-elect Donald Trump to outperform Vice President Kamala Harris decisively earlier this month. Hostin expressed her dissent from Bill Maher's viewpoint that Democrats were falsely amplifying racism as a key factor in Donald Trump's victory over Kamala Harris. Instead, she suggested that both racism and sexism played significant roles in the outcome. As a fervent admirer, I can attest that despite the common belief that these issues have vanished, racism and misogyny remain distressingly prevalent in our society. And Hostin, once a federal prosecutor, expressed that based on her personal experiences, she believes that racism and sexism continue to persist, regardless of whether one's daily life contradict this fact or, what in the graphic displaying election statistics, it became apparent that there was a significant gap in voting patterns between individuals of color and white supporters of Trump. Hostin then pointed out that, generally speaking, well-educated individuals tended to favor the Democratic candidate. On his show, Bill Maher criticized the Democrats, stating they lost against an unconventional candidate by focusing too much on identity politics. This sparked a conversation among the hosts of The View that Hostin stated not only is it apparent based on educational background, but it's also evident due to racial differences. More individuals with college education tended to vote for her compared to those without. Griffin expressed her dissent, stating that economics played a significant role in working against Harris, as she would have become the nation's first female president had she been elected. A former member of Trump's team expressed that the main factor shared by voters during the election was their desire for a fulfilling life and the means to support their loved ones. Griffin explained that there was a division among Black voters, notably higher than usual, who significantly supported the Republican candidate during this electoral season. Griffin contended that Hostin's belief that most Americans voted due to racial prejudice and misogyny was off the mark, but Hostin countered by asserting that her perspective was supported by the statistics. And Griffin stated that he couldn't find any distinguishable statistics showing the exact number of whites who voted for Donald Trump due to racial prejudice. As the discussion grew more heated, the show's host, Whoopi Goldberg, intervened. She told both parties to take a breath and take a beat amid the testy discussion. Anna Navarro mentioned that despite her fondness for Maher and having appeared on his HBO show, she feels that his perspective is largely shaped by his personal life experiences. As someone who identifies as a woman of color, I can personally attest to the unique perspective and understanding that comes with living in America. Uh, it's it's an insight that perhaps not everyone else might fully grasp, especially if they are a white man. Like it's that most people aren't claiming that the issue at hand is solely about sexism or racism. They're acknowledging a more complex perspective. He suggests that people might perceive issues like racism and sexism, but not all situations. However, if someone isn't recognizing these issues in America, it might be beneficial for them to re-examine or clean their perspective. The View can be seen weekdays on ABC at 11:10 C. And on that note, let's not forget to keep the conversation going in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button if you're enjoying the content. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.